So, here's what's going on with the farmers in this country. My dad was a butcher about 25, 30 years ago, probably. Now, at this point, he lost his business because the EU took over, came in. A lot of small family businesses were gone back then. Farmers, butchers. My dad was 3 generations of butchers, and they were gone, and loads of others were as well. So when I say they're playing the long game, they are. They've been doing it since the 1700s. This is the fourth industrial revolution. The first one was in the 1700s. So yeah, my dad lost his business back then, shut down. And this comment here on my YouTube channel coincides with that from today. And it says, I knew a lot of actual small farmers. I say it, I don't know if it's a he or she. So, names. Over the last 25 years, the government looked after the big farmers with handouts. They didn't give the smaller ones. And more or less same happened. Butchers, they didn't get any handouts. They were just left go. And the supermarkets came in, took over. And this meant the smaller guys couldn't compete anymore for rented land and the expensive restrictions and the farm visits to make sure everything was done to the latest EU rules added to the strain. That's what's happening again today. Everyone has to keep up with these rules, and they can't afford to. They've been made by machinery. They can't afford, So what's going to happen? The bank's going to come in and take everything. It's all done by design. It's but nobody sees. As the smaller ones were put out of business by both the government and the bigger farmers just above them on the ladder then became the new small farmers. And on the cycle goes until eventually there will only be a few giant farmers left in the business. And then they'll be removed. So, again, George Orwell, Animal Farm jumps to mind. Greed has no memory. Had they all looked out for each other at the start, they could have all survived. Just like COVID, huh? You should have listened at the start. These people are very short-sighted, yes. All they see in the moment is getting the neighbour's land. I heard a story about one who had a big black and white map on the wall, and every time he gained more land, he'd colour it in with a green felt pen and then stand back to gaze at his empire. And when he died, the family sold it to someone higher up the food chain. Greed. So that's the repeated pattern out there. So, their new industry they want to build for the future, for their fourth industrial revolution, is carbon. So they need to get rid of these farms, get rid of the smaller ones anyway, keep the bigger ones, keep it all technological, easier to control when it's all in one place. So you farmers out there, look into Korean style farming. Take your land back. Get out of the pockets of these. Get out of monoculture farming, Stop being so greedy. Because your greed is going to lose you everything. And Ireland's going to get swallowed up by big corporations. That's what's going on. There are solutions. I know there are, because I see my friends out there doing them. Up and down the country. They're coming together. Small farmers. But it's not enough. More you need to join. Come together. And I mean more self-sustainable farming. Like Ireland doesn't grow fruits and vegetables. We could do it rewilding all that arid farmland out there, turn it into rainforests and food forests, and take back from corporations and become sovereign again. Why can't it be done? They say we are the creators of our own reality. Well, that's the reality I want to create. So be it.